have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Caught on the outside, it's Alexander. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside. Oh, ball's out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Excellent field position here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play.
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to move it through the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Georgia Tech 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. At the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? No, he got loose. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he... And the ball is loose on the return. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Running back goes in motion. They keep attacking through the air. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. On target. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets will try to convert on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide out in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Off play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Singleton. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's long. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
This is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
after the misfire. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Paging George D. Burnell. Paging George D. Burnell.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's got it inside the 25. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Touchdown, no! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he drops to throw. A full dive to haul that one in. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Motion from the offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And here comes the offense on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. On second down, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Quarterback race, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Going up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give from the gun. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 24, Georgia Tech 18.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. That kind of speed behind center, is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it on the outside. It's Alexander. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown.